Alright, time for my semifinals game of this month's REV GP. Playing against Philippe again, who is on the black-green ramp graveyard deck. So this will be the grudge match. Hopefully I can win this. That's a pretty slow starting hand, which could be problematic. But at the same time, they're not that fast, but I don't want to give them too much time either. Like, I really want a 2-drop in play early. And this hand doesn't really just start doing stuff until turn 5-ish. Like, if Valorante gets sniped, I mean, can they deal with Shrimfa early? I'm not even getting out an early Shrimfa. I think I have to mulligan this just because this is too slow, but I mean, this is kind of close to keepable, even though it doesn't really look like it. Anyways, let's see if I get anything better. No, not really, but I guess I keep this because I don't want to go down any lower. So do I keep Zara or Vasilia? So I know from the last time I fought this deck that they don't really have a good main deck way of dealing with the flip Vasilia. But Zara just better, like Zara minus does blow up stuff. Like Vasilia isn't that great, right? Or maybe it is, I'm not sure. I think I'll bomb Zara and keep around Vasilia. So they do turn 1. They have Root Fossil on turn 1, if that's what they have right now. Now, Harvest Time, sure, I guess it's a land. I also have to think about what to pitch to Redeveloped, because I do need my 3rd land. I mean, I can pitch a Nascent Light Vein. Yeah, I guess I can afford to pitch one Nascent Light Vein. Mana Harvest, okay, they are ramping. They're actually ramping harder than I am right now, which is a problem because I really want to be the one that's ramping the hardest. But I don't really have an answer to Mana Harvesters right now, so I think game 1 might just be like a wash. I got Sunsoakers, so we can keep up with the ramp. They do get to drop a turn 3 Chronicles of Extinction. Like, that could be a huge problem for me. But yeah, I mean, I can't complain too much about top decking Sunsoaker there. I'm probably going to follow up with Unflinching Titan because that gets me redeveloped. Okay, Archaic Obelisk. Sure. That gets them to start milling. Hopefully they don't mill a Skiltha. They have a 2-drop here. Another Mana Harvesters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're at Skiltha Mana next turn, and I can't do much to stop them from doing that. Archon does not stop anything from that. Can I beat the Skiltha? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, if they have Skiltha into Chronicle of Awakening, I'm in really big trouble. I think Unflinching Titan is better because I want to get stuff on board, or I want stuff that doesn't get blown up. I want mana ramp that doesn't get blown up by removal. And yeah, I don't really have anything else here. I guess technically Aranta Visionary can find me a land play for next turn, but if I just play out 2 guys and it gets swept up by Chronicles, that's really bad for me. So I think, yeah, Unflinching Titan is better here. Let's scry, right? Or Surveil 1, that's Archon. Is that going to be useful? No, I don't think so. Like, I already have an Archon in hand in case they, like, Skiltha me. Yeah. And then bring back Redeveloped. I guess I just hope to top deck a land next turn. No point in swinging with Sunsoaker because that's just going to get blocked. Alright, if they Skiltha me, I just discard my own Skiltha, I guess. Alright, let's see what they flip. They don't flip anything super great. I guess they could pick up a Chronicles and Chronicles me. I mean, Chronicles board wiping also wipes their own board, so they probably do the Chronicles discard mode. In which case, I probably just end up pitching. Okay, is that? Yep, that's Skeleton number 1. And they even get the mana back from Mana Harvesters. Do I pitch my own Skeleton right now? Like, what's my plan here? Archon. Yeah, my plan is probably just going to be. I mean, do I need Vasilia here, or do I want to keep around my own Skeleton? I think it's actually worth keeping around my own Skeleton, so I'll just discard Vasilia. Is that Skeleton number 2? Okay, they're doing the Skeleton thing that I did to my opponent in round 1. On the bright side, at least they can empty my hand, and then play one more spell afterwards. But I still have a way to answer. I can untap and play Archon unless they have Chronicles of Extinction here. In which case, if they Chronicles here, they wipe both players. Okay, they're just going to Skeleton again. Okay, sure. Do they have one more skill? They have one more card left over. Like, if it's Chronicles, then it's kind of bad for me. Please don't be any discard. Oh, okay, that's fine. So they're flipping some more Skilthas. That's annoying. Well, I mean, on the bright side, they still can't exactly Chronicles flashback, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they're still 1 mana away from skill flashback. They have a skill thing graveyard. Yeah, they did. I think they have flashback mana, so that's really bad for me. I mean, they can Chronicles wipe, but I guess that's fine. Like they just wipe both players' boards, but it's like fine-ish. Star-statted, not going to be very useful right now. So I just play Archon, stick this thing on Skotha, and then, I mean, I can also play Archon flipped. Redevelop doesn't actually get me anything useful, right? I have 4 mana this turn if I don't use redeveloped, so like, I guess they can wander around to Visionary to look for more stuff. Or actually, they can flashback Skilta and sack the Skilta that I've Archon. Wait, did they bomb the other Skilta? I wasn't paying attention. Did I discard 3 cards? Like they played first Skilta, and then they played Skilta number 2. So discarded 2 cards from that. Did they have a second? Did they mill over a second Skilta? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so I guess they did. So yeah, that they can actually. Well, actually, no, it's fine. So Skilta's ability doesn't or happens faster than. Yeah, they can't actually Skilta to get rid of the Skilta in play, so that's fine. I guess they can do a big Chronicles swipe the board and then get Skilta into the yard afterwards. And then like I'm contending with Chronicles of Extinction coming down soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, like they have big Chronicles of Extinctions, but I think it's fine. Like it just puts us into top deck war, which I'm not super fond of when they have like Chronicle of Extinctions in the yard, but it's still something that's like kind of winnable. Yeah, I guess I have to go for that then. So Forest, Plains, Archon. Let's just prevent Skilta from attacking, and yeah, I just pass here. They're going to Obelisk. They mill over another Skilta, and okay. I think the game's over for me then because they get the flashback Chronicles of Awakening, and that blows me out. So yeah, not much. I don't think there was much I could have done that game. I even got the turn 2 Mad Dork, but they also had their own turn 2 Mad Dork, so there wasn't much I could do about that. Do you think I will bring in Mame in this matchup because I need to blow up their Mad Dorks? But yeah, like they milled over 2 Skiltas, so well, Skilta doesn't actually go mana positive for them unless they play a land, which they have in hand right now, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, no, Mana Harvest doesn't untap from Skilta ability, so so like that's 1, 2. That's like 1 extra mana per Skilta, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They hit exactly the amount to Chronicles. Huh? Didn't they have? Okay, apparently I swear they brought a land from the surface thing, but maybe they didn't. Well, okay, that's good because that means that they don't have Chronicles flashback just yet. Actually, they do because they get to do 2 Skiltas, right? And then they have like Exact or something. And then they can just go after my mana, and then yeah, I can't do much about that. I mean, on the bright side, wait, how are they at 2 cards already? Didn't I empty their? No, I didn't. Yeah. I actually forgot. I could have used my own Skilta. Yeah, I forgot to use my own Skilta that turn. Actually, could I have used my own Skilta? Like, no, it still doesn't go up on mana. But it does, like, empty a random card from their hand, which could matter somehow. And yep, they're going after my lands, which classic. I get. Oh, they're just purely going after my lands right now. Interesting. Okay, I mean, that's like it's not great for me, but it's actually still winnable. That's another Archon. I can't play another flipped Archon right now, but I think I'll just keep back on Flinching Titan and create a Golem in the turn. Or not even in the turn, I need to use it now so I can get the extra bonus from Sunsoaker. I mean, they are elf. I guess if they have a way to blow up Confined to Eternity, or if they have another Skilta in hand, they're looking to Skilta and then play another Chronicles next turn. Yeah, not much I can do about that, but I can still do this, which is decent. Yeah, and then activate Flinching Titan to make a guy, which is something I can feed the Golem to Archon if they play anything super threatening, and they don't, and the thing that they play doesn't wipe out Archon too. Cryptolab might be a problem for me too because that's a bunch of extra mana. But they might just leave it in the yard because right now they're still like they have enough mana for everything they want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, 9. Right, 9 from hand, so they can Chronicles and then not exactly sure what they Chronicles. I mean, they Chronicles board wipe and not wipe Skilta, but I mean that does clean up both board state or both sides of the board. So like that's actually fine-ish. Is it? They can wipe my hand too, but that leaves behind Unflinching Titan. So if I ever top deck a land, I can start rebuilding with Unflinching Titan. First mode 3. Oh, huh. Yeah, I guess that is something they can do too. Just make me sack 3 things. Do I keep? I think I keep around Archon then. All right. Or do I want to keep around Sunsoaker just because I need? I keep around Archon. Because like that's a flying threat. They might not. They could just Chronicles me again next turn though, which is a problem. What does Sunsoaker get me? Like another flipped Archon later on? That's not very useful. Unflinching Titan, I could keep around if I'm hoping to top deck a land, because then I can start activating Unflinching Titan, which gives me something to do. Well, so what's my win con here? I don't really think I have an out right now, because they have a second Chronicles of Extinction coming down, and then that just wipes me again. Like I feel like this sort of thing is probably the best, but they're just gonna Chronicles me again, so I think I just do this and then just like hit them with Archon another time and try to find a way out. Oh, well, I top decked the land, so I probably should have kept around Unflinching Titan then. Yeah. That's annoying. I mean, it wouldn't have made that much of a difference though. Like I play a land, they just Chronicles me again next turn. Oh, they'd be forced to Chronicles on like they would be forced to Chronicles discard or sack mode on sacking Titan and discard, which would just be even still, so like it doesn't really matter. I mean, do they have any main deck ways of getting life? Because they have Vasilia, right? Yeah, they have Vasilia, so they do have main deck ways of getting life, which could be problematic. Alright, well, not much I can do here. But, I mean, they are getting pretty low, so if they just take too long to win the game and can't get rid of their other skill set, then I could, like, this could be a possible out. Seems like they're just doing Chronicles again. Or they could play Root Fossil Flipped, I guess. Oh no, wait, they milled over another Chronicles of Awake. Why does this thing blow up lands? I mean, yeah, it's fair for it to blow up lands at 6, but I mean at 9 it's also fair for it to blow up lands. It's just that their deck is just randomly really good at getting a bunch of mana. And then they also gain life. Okay, cool. I think I'm dead here then. Yeah, I'll just concede. Alright, so I don't think there was much I could have done that game. Hope I have better luck this game. And yeah, I bring in the Mames because I need to deal with their mana dorks. And what do I bring out? I think I bring out a lot of Planeswalkers because they're not that good now. Like Vasilia, especially Pulse Board, I need to flip into Hexproof thing for. I mean, Hexproof Vasilia can't be dealt with, but my opponent could eventually just get a bunch of mana and then. Yeah, Hexproof Vasilia doesn't actually help me punch through stuff. Archon's kind of good, but not that great. And I don't think I want to go down Constances, but I might have to. I also want to go up on Skiltas and hostage situations, right? Yeah, this whole post-board thing is kind of just messy. I don't really know how to board in this matchup. And Flinching Titan, like, it's good, but I might just cut it because it's the worst of my 3-drop ramp cards. Or maybe I've cut around to Visionary instead because it dies to removal a lot more. Or as ramp, it dies to removal a lot more than Flinching Titan does. But then, like, I still need to figure out what to do here. I mean, I could cut some of my ramp, but I'm not sure how correct that is. Like, if I do something like this, because I'm bringing in all these 2-drops, I'm on the play. I should be focusing more on ramp than on. Yeah, I guess I'll focus more on ramp if I'm on the play. So I still bring in the Mames because I need to blow up their guys early. And I guess I keep in the Vasilias because maybe it randomly helps me. And I need to hostage situation. I don't think hostage situation is actually that good because they can just mail over stuff into the yard and I can't really deal with that. I guess I go with this. I go down on 1 Archon because, like, as good as Archon is against Skilsa, it's not as good against everything else. And also, it's just probably too slow-ish. Yeah, I'll try this. And, I mean, I guess this is keepable. So my main worry here is that my Sunsoaker gets blown up. No, it's keepable. Yeah, my main worry is that Sunsoaker gets blown up and I get mana screwed for the rest of the game. I guess that's fine. So do I turn 1 Soul Guide Lantern? Is that something I need to do? Because like I would rather get value off the ETB from Soul Guide Lantern, but maybe I just want to keep it around so I can exile stuff when it becomes relevant. Okay, so like what are they doing? Okay, maybe I want to keep around Soul Guide Lanterns to exile their final fate that they use to blow up my creatures, I guess. Yeah, I just passed turn 1. Root Fossil, okay. Maybe that thing gets exiled by Soul Guide Lantern. Shrimp for next turn. I think I'll open with Star Studded because if that thing gets blown up, then at least I'm not also mana screwed. They pass. Do they have instant speed removal for this thing? I don't think they have instant speed removal, so I think this is just going to connect, which is pretty good for me because that gets me Arata Visionary next turn. Although maybe they're looking towards Chronicle of Extinctions. But they're still 1 turn away from that, right? They could flip a land with Root Fossil, in which case that's kind of bad for me. I should play around Chronicles of Extinction. And the best way to do that is to play out Arata Visionary this turn so I can hopefully flip a land. Okay, yeah. So transform this thing. And let's see if this does anything. Well, that is a land for next turn, so that's... Or is it for this turn? I didn't play a land this turn, right? Yeah, I play it, so I just play out my land for the turn. Do I want the Soul Guide Lantern now, just to get it into play? I think I can afford to wait another turn. So they're going to use Root Fossil. Like, if they flip anything good, I'm going to Soul Guide Lantern it. And they did Surveil land, it seems like. Not the Root Fossil. And they'd been a Vorpal Titan. I don't think they have ways to recur creatures from yard, so I don't need to worry about exiling creatures just yet. Okay, yep, that's Chronicle of Extinction. That's expected. I think I should be exiling that instead of anything else, right? Primal Fisher, sure. I think this might actually have to fetch the other off color instead of whatever else I'm doing. So do I exile Root Fossil or Chronicle? I think I exile Chronicles because it's scarier in the long run. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might need to worry about Chronicles number 2 too. So I might just want to play Star-Studded Flipped to guarantee that I get Shrimpa next turn. And I don't think they have a good answer for Shrimpa. Yeah, I don't think they no, they have Chronicles of Extinction to answer Shrimpa. In fact, it answers Shrimpa really well. That answers Shrimpa exceedingly well. Or Shrimpa with the plus. I definitely don't want to play Chronicles onto... Well, I mean, I can still wait a turn on Soul Guide Lantern, right? So I guess I'll just do Primal Fisher tap, Star-Studded Flip, and then Sunsoaker. And then the way they punish me is Chronicles discard mode, exiling Gone Picking and Soul Guide Lantern, and then I'll be forced to do that. And then, okay, maybe I just leave behind Sunsoaker, or I leave Sunsoaker in hand as discard fodder then. Is there a reason I need to go up to 1 more? In case I top deck a black spell. I think I'll play it safe. So in that case, I'm not going to play out Sunsoaker this turn. I'm just going to play this flipped, and then get rid of the Chronicles from the yard. Maybe I should have played out Sunsoaker just to like force my opponent to play out their other Chronicles early. Cryptolabe, sure. And that oh, they got the Dissect Intel. Yeah, I guess I didn't think about the possibility that they had discard spells. So I need good top decks now. Yep. Oh, and I need some way of preventing Skelsa from wrecking me next turn. Is there a way for me to prevent that from happening? I don't think so. Wait, I can Gone Picking the Cryptolabe, right? Unless... No, it just gives them a bunch of extra mana. It didn't actually prevent them... Or no, they cast Skelsa. Okay, good. So I guess that's my plan then. And I'll keep this uncracked and well, no, I have no other uses for double white now, so... Yeah, so I guess I just... Gone Picking Sunsoaker. I need to keep around Soul Guide Lantern for, like, in the late game when they get a bunch of things in yard and I need to exile all of them. I don't want to, like, crack Soul Guide Lantern early. So that prevents Skelta for 1 turn, which might actually be enough. And then I just have to hope for good stuff off the top. Like, they can play Obelisk and then start doing stuff with it, or start trying to get good cards with it. So, like, we're both top decking right now. I wonder if I should have played... Yeah, maybe I should have just played out Star-Studded on the board, because then, like, they'd be forced to... Or at least I would have Star-Studded attacking on board while they're trying to build up to Skelsa. and then I would still be able to go on picking their Cryptolabe. Yeah, maybe that's something I could have done differently. Anyways, Sunsoaker, and let's get rid of this thing before it can go too nuts. And pass the turn. So this will not work out for me if they top deck a land, but I'm hoping that they don't top deck a land here. Well, they top deck the land. Cool. Well, I mean, I guess I still have. They still can't surface Root Fossil yet, so they get this thing in play, and then they can start looking for cards. So yeah, I need good top decks. Constance, I do have Constance mana right now, so Constance is a good top deck. They milled over Chronicles, but I don't think they have Chronicles mana yet, because Skilsa attacking requires them to split the mana across phases, so at least there's that going for me. I might have to crack Soul Guide Lantern if I don't get what I need. Come on. Okay, that's not good. If I crack Soul Guide Lantern, I lose out on ability to prevent Chronicles from coming down. But I think I might need to do that just to find something to do. So what are some good draws I could get? Archon? Archon, they can still keep... Okay, yeah, I think I have to do this. Come on. That's a second Nascent Living. Well, that's really disappointing. Let's see. So, I technically still have a chance here. I still have one turn to top deck something. No point in attacking with Sunsoaker. Well, was there a point in saving Cryptolabe? Actually, or saving Gonpick? Maybe there was, because then I exile Skiltha and then this becomes a lot easier for me. I mean, I did sort of get unlucky in that I gone picking and hope they don't top deck a land, and they did top deck a land, and now I'm top decking lands when I don't want to. But I guess that just happens. And this is probably, I don't think it matters what I do here. I have nothing I can do from yard, so yeah, I'm just hoping now. And they get Obelisk to look for better cards. I don't think they have anything super great right now. Okay. I think it was also partly I didn't really try to play around Dissect Intel maybe. And they get to start milling. Okay, they got 2 Obelisk going, so they can keep milling a lot. Okay, so what's my out here? I think my out is Constance top decks. And even that might not be enough, because Senpai got exiled, so that's my big top end Planeswalker. I could flip off Consonance. I guess I have Skotha that I could flip off Consonance, so I need Skotha plus Scom Picking, of which I already used up 2 of. Do they have more? Do they have more stuff? Oh, they have Chronicles too. Rip. Alright. Sure. I mean, I guess that's fine. Okay. I didn't really need my graveyard for anything anyways. And they would have just discarded me if they attacked Skiltha, so it doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They don't have flashback mana on these guys yet, so I guess that's still fine-ish. But yeah, I mean, Constance top deck, please. I'm praying for Constance top decks now. And my deck has historically been pretty good at getting Constance top decks when I need them. So, and when I don't need them. So yeah, Constance top decks, please. Is there a point in fetching before? Yeah, I think I should fetch pre-draw because I don't want to draw lands right now. They get to surface the Root Fossil, which doesn't matter too much right now. They surface the Harvest Time to find a land. Alright, sure, and that gets them closer to flashbacking the Chronicles. Alright, Constance top deck, please. Maim. Well, yeah, it does kill Reborn Lily at least, which does prevent them from getting Constance or getting flashback or Chronicles flashback mana, right? It's tapped, so it doesn't matter. Alright, cool. Yeah, I just pass. And they're just going to keep milling. That's a Chronicle of Awakening. That's pretty scary. I think I do maim the Reborn Lily because there's not really much that's better for me to maim right now. Right? Yeah, there isn't that much for me to... there isn't that much better for me to maim right now. And get to L in my hand before they get to attack with that thing. They're getting back Cryptolabe, I guess, to just draw some more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, they have... Yeah, they have flashback mana now for Chronicles. And Chronicles is going to hurt extra hard because my mana are coming from land aura land, so I'm getting these guys blown up is extra bad for me. And seems like they have extra Skilthas too. And they're going to Elrond the Visionary. And that's some more Cryptolabes. Alright, before attacking I need to blow this thing up. And that's Chronicles mana. Okay, cool. Yep. Uh, seems like I wasn't able to win the grudge match then. I think there definitely was things I could have done differently this game though. I might have been a bit too picky with some of my plays. Like Soul Guide Lantern, I probably shouldn't have cracked it. Well, no, I kind of needed to crack it early because I had no other plays, but it also means that I kind of got in a situation where I needed to crack it early. I didn't play around the possibility of them having dissect intel, even though I should have known about that. So like I probably should have played around that by doing something. By playing out Star Studded unflipped that turn. Because then I get that thing on board, I can start swinging, and then so they dissect intel me, and then that I don't know if that does anything different. Okay, if I top deck wow, yeah, top deck Constance one turn too late. Well, I mean that's what happens. Is there any chance of me coming back? Not really. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, sure. So I guess that ends my GP run. I still have like the World Championship run next month, but Skilta's going to get nerfed probably, so I don't really know what I'm doing with this deck. I need to find another top end thing to flip off Consonance. Maybe I should go up in the number of Simfas. Like Simfas have been pretty decent for me, or like the post change Simfa has been pretty decent. So maybe I go up in number on these guys, and they are good things to flip off Constance to flip the game, because if I have any creatures out, then the -4 becomes a board wipe, and Consonance flipping a board wipe is certainly something that does do big bailout plays. But other than that, like, yeah, the rest of the deck, I don't think there's really any better options for most of the slots in this deck currently, just because there isn't that many good options for Constance in this current rotation. I guess I could probably look at replays. There's definitely things I could have done differently that game. So let's see. So like, if I want to look at game one, I don't think there was much I could have done game one, right? So like, okay, so here they had Mana Harvesters into a bunch of skill sets. Yeah, there wasn't much I could have done, right? So like I even got the Sunsoaker into Influencing Titan curve, which was pretty good, and then they just skilled me on turn 4, right? Yeah, it's turn 4. So they skilled me on turn 4, and then they had another skill, and then I mean, I still could have done something at this point, right? So what did I do again? I played Archon onto Skelta, and then my opponent didn't play the untap land for some reason, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh wait, they wouldn't. The flashback is a 9 mana, so they wouldn't have been able to do it anyways. So like they did this, and then or wait, how did they get? Oh yeah, they had Skeleton from graveyard. They had 2 skeletons from graveyard because they milled over one of them, and then yeah, there wasn't much I could have done about that. And I got chronicled, and that was game. I mean, technically I could have done something differently here, but I was pretty much losing, right? Well, like when they chronicled me here, where they have to sack 3 things, I could have sacked these guys instead of Influencing Titan, and then top deck land, activate Influencing Titan, but I don't think it would change anything because they just slammed Vorpal Titan next turn and I lose, so. But this game I think had more play to it, so I could have played out Soul Guide Lantern on turn 1. I think I was probably correct in that there wasn't really a reason to do it on turn 1. Like Soul Guide Lantern is way better against graveyard decks that are full combo, but the problem is that I didn't bring any other grave hate, so I need to play Soul Guide Lantern against a mid-range deck where I want like a persistent grave hate instead of just one-shot grave hate. I mean, I even did get a pretty good start with Star-Studded connecting and then around the Visionary, and then Chronicles, which was fine for me because I already got my lands and auras down. And then I guess, yeah, this turn was not great, right? Like this was the turn where I played Star-Studded flipped and then just didn't, and then play Soul Guide Lantern and didn't do anything afterwards. I mean, yeah, there was the other option of just, I could play this flipped and then Sunsoaker. I think I decided against that because I was afraid of my opponent having a second Chronicles to attack my hand. But I guess it turned out it didn't really matter there, but I could have actually gone Star-Studded unflipped, Soul Guide Lantern and Primal Fissure. So that still protects Shenfa from Chronicles of Extinction. But it doesn't. It means that I need to top deck a land to actually cast Shenfa next turn. So, or no, I think that would have been fine. It means that if Starset gets removed, then I need to top deck a land to cast Shenfa. If Starset didn't get removed, actually maybe there was an argument for a Star-Setted Sunsoaker Primal Fisher. No, then that's just really bad into Chronicles #2. So I mean, I guess this is sort of hedge against both lines, except I didn't play around possibility of targeted discard, and then that, yeah, I was too worried about Chronicles and didn't play around the other possibilities, I guess. And then they resolved the skill set and it got bad top decks for a bit, and yeah, okay. So I think like really the best thing I could have done in this matchup was just have a different sideboard. I needed like persistent Grave Hate instead of one-shot Grave Hate, because one-shot Grave Hate does not beat this deck, or one-shot Grave Hate doesn't slot into my deck very well. Like just Soul Guide Lantern is not really a card I want to have in my deck, unless I have to, or unless using it means that I win the game, which this is not a matchup where it does that. So yeah, well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the deck for next month, but I mean next month is the last month I'll be playing this deck. So anyways, I guess I'll see you next month then.